Hi, this is Billy. A few weeks ago, I came up with this new design to build a tent stove with an oven using stainless steel metal sheets of 0.2 millimeter thick. This metal sheet is flexible and we can use it to bend into a stove and an oven. And then when we finish cooking, we can roll them up into the size of a Coca-Cola can and bring that home. So you can make the whole stove portable. In this video, I'll show you how I design and make it. If you like my video, click like, subscribe, share with your friends, and click the bell too, so you won't be missing my new videos. So this is how this tent stove and oven looks. This is how it's packed into a roll, same size as a Coca-Cola can. And this is the base that we build it with. Let me give you a rundown of my tent stove. You have the oven door at the top and the stove door at the bottom. And each door has its own air vents. The air vent on the oven is to cool down the oven if it's go too hot. I also put in a temperature meter that can measure up to 1000 Fahrenheit or 550 Celsius. The whole stove and oven weighs around 0.77 kilogram. It's quite light. It's made from some cookie cans. This rectangular one measures 1 feet and 8 inches wide. So it's very cheap. It costs Hong Kong dollar 20. You can get it from the supermarket. If that one is too big for you, you can choose this smaller can. It's around 10.5 inches. The other component is this 0.2 millimeter stainless steel. This one measures 600 millimeter times 1 meter. So we only need 1 meter to make our stove. Let me set up the stove and show you how it works. It's packed in this size. It is in a row. When you bring it to your campsite, you just need to unroll it and start fixing the screws. Then you will have a stove. This one measures 10.5 and 6.5 inches. When we get the biscuit can, we need to trim it down to around 3 centimeters tall. Also need to cut a hole there, same size as the Coca-Cola can, for the chimney to fit in. The other smaller one is for the base. So we have the top of the tent and the base of the tent. We drill 2 holes on each so we can mount the stainless steel. And then there's 1 hole at the back too to fix it. To set up the stove, let's first take out the wire, and the stainless steel will expand and we can unroll the stainless steel metal sheets. So it comes with 2. The small one is for the oven, the big one is for the body of the stove. So the big one is 200 millimeter tall, small one is 100 millimeter tall. The small one needs to match with the width of the biscuit can because it will be installed horizontally. So to install it, let's put the top of the tent at the table and unroll the bigger piece. We'll find 2 holes there that are matching. So just insert the screw and fix up the screw. There's another one at the other end of the stainless steel. So we just line them up and fix up the screw as well. We also have a hole at the back. So we have 1 more screw to fix. The hinges of the stove door is made of the metal sheet as well as this steel wire that I took from the hanger. So you just bend the wire at the back and then you make a pipe out of the rolling this metal sheet into a pipe, and then you pass the steel wire over it, then you'll make a good hinge. So we got one at the oven, one at the stove. Next, we'll need to install the oven. There are 2 screws to fix the bottom of the oven to the front door of the stove. And there are 2 more screws at the top of the oven, mounting to the top of the door. And there's 1 more screw at the back as well. To avoid the top of the stove bouncing up, that blocks the air path of the smoke, so we need to insert a long screw at the top to hold the top of the oven in place, to leave a air gap to allow the smoke to pass through. We also need the same long screw at the bottom of the oven to support it, because the sheet metal is also not firm enough, so we need a rod to support it at the base. Now the setup is finished, we can start some cooking. One more. We need to install the temperature meter as well. There's an M8 hole, 8mm hole drilled on one side of the oven, so we just insert this temperature meter. You can measure up to 1000 degrees Fahrenheit or 550 degrees Celsius. Okay, now we're all done. Let's review. We have the oven door and the stove door, and on each door we got 2 air vents. You can use it to control airflow, to cool down the oven, or get more fresh air to the stove. I'll shut up now and let you review a fast forward of how I made it. If you like my video, please click like, subscribe, share with your friends, and click the bell too. This is Billy. See you next time.